So there I was. I stood wiggling on the wooden kitchen stool as Mom pinned the hem of the flower girl dress I'd soon wear at my brother's wedding. I don't know quite how I thought to ask, but I said, "Mommy, you okay?" "Oh, just don't you be in a hurry to get married," Mom said. "Oh, I won't." I earnestly asserted this in a moment that my mom and I both remembered right up until she passed. The next summer, fidgeting on the stool again, getting ready for my sister's wedding, we repeated the whole ritual. Honestly, Mom really didn't need to worry. Back then, I wanted to be Annie Oakley, not Carol Brady. And I shot every gun and cap pistol and starting pistol I could get my hands on. But anyway, Mom would not be deterred. So that summer, Mom taught me how to make Jell-O. Easy enough. But I got a great idea about how to mix it while dancing. And so, you know how that went. Soon, sticky red Jell-O was running down the cupboards and across the counter and onto the floor. Next, she tried teaching me how to make jam, homemade bread, and she deputized me, her official canning helper. But I got another great idea, snuck into another brother's room, found his Gene Autry look-alike cap pistol, and in a very bad sense of humor, slid it between the canning kettles and fired it. Blam, 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 blam. Mom, you should have seen the look on your face. Probably should have seen the look on my face at that point. Curiously, after this, Mom didn't really want my help in the kitchen anymore. Now, actually, Mom and I had a great relationship, and we had a lot in common. Books, poetry, music, history, lots more. And despite being named after two adopted grandmas who raised a combined total of 17 children, I had no domestic aspirations. While my friends daydreamed about their perfect wedding and their perfect children, I daydreamed about being a missionary, living in a hut in a jungle. While my friends tried to imagine what their perfect married lives would be like, I decided to learn Swahili, and I hitchhiked to missions conferences. Mom's lessons about cooking and baking flew right over my head. After college, my whole family drove in from everywhere, far and wide, to attend my ordination, knowing that I planned to leave for parts far and wide as soon as this was over. And my brothers, those brothers, they knew that this would probably be the only time I was going to say "I do" in a church. So they sat right in the front. And when the magical moment came, they hooted like gorillas and laughed hilariously as I did say "I do" in church, the only time they heard it. And soon after that, instead of going to a jungle in Africa, somehow I ended up working at a campus ministry in New York. Slowly, very slowly, it dawned on me that some students love theological debate, but everybody loves cookies. By the time I realized how badly I needed those mom lessons I'd so flippantly ignored, Mom already had dementia, and she couldn't really teach me. She could look at my burnt cookies, my runny jelly, and my really weird pies, and just impishly smirk as she said, "I wouldn't have done that way." So I rolled up my sleeves, and I started trying to learn everything I could from every mother I could put my hands on. Mom delighted in the stories of my learning in fits and starts. Recent graduates who were now moms themselves began to teach me homesteading skills and gardening and helpful things, and I learned from them that lots of hands make the work easier. More experienced moms from around church gave me a crash course in making casserole and showed my ineptitude such tenderness that I figured out that tender hearts are the strongest ones of all. And the most experienced moms, my own sister, my mom's best friend, my sisters-in-law, they taught me something really important, namely that none of Mom's aspirations for me involved anything domestic. And I even began to slowly see that those mom lessons were very powerful theology. So I share that all with the college students that I work with now. Now, of course, these college kids are not kids at all. They're young men and women, and though they have dedicated their lives to education and careers, what they really love, sometimes they just have to have, is another adult confirming and affirming with them the lessons that their moms taught them. Those foundational lessons that underpin their whole lives and educations. They're just the best. So I affirm away, and they love it, and I love it. And so now when students text and say, I set my laptop on fire, I set the microwave on fire, the washing machine is on fire, I broke down, I broke up, I have a kidney stone, I caught a bug, I lost my backpack, I puked in my backpack, I hit the car, I lost the car, and you know all this has happened and more. I don't wrinkle my forehead and wonder what biblical chapter and verse to give them an answer from. Nope, I pause and I look thoughtfully, I take a deep breath, and I say, what would your mom say? And then they think I'm wise. My phone rang a while back, and a recent grad said, how'd you get so wise? Well, you know what I told her.